Good, y'all. I'm here with DOJ. Tony Jack be here in a few. We know I'm on Doc 718 Doc 0528, however you may see it. We out here with Yellow Tape. Season 2, episode 18. We out there with the show coming out here every week for you guys. We back. Give me a few and bring you the show.
The game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Also hard, gotta stack that can't stop my vibe. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, gotta stack that cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on
fire, charge.
Ain't nothing live.
Yellow tape.
It's our time to show.
Practice. You practice. I'm gonna show you how to put a million in the mattress. Whoa.
Between the icon and the classic, baby in the major should be rolling in the basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance from anywhere. My jury jump like John Moran. Tiptoe shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5, the top wives know I'm the fave. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words. Mace. Kiss.
Uncle Jackie. Pause.
Talk with flair in the world of sports ain't nothing rare. He constructed ways, breaking it down. East Coast vibes setting the tone in town. From touchdowns to home runs, they cover it all. The podcast hype is never gonna fall. DOJ sparking the bass, driving the flow. With every episode, their legend starts to grow. Tune in to rhythm, feeling East Coast pride. Doc, Jackie and DOJ taking you for a ride. Every story unfolds with precision and might. Sports come alive under the spotlight. Yellow tape, we walking on the scene. Uncle Jackie and the DOJ team. Podcast live, catch us on the stream. East Coast vibes, heavy with the beam. We're the talk, all on the map. Spitting truth in every rap. Got the city on our back. No chance, man, no cap.
Yellow tape, we're here to say. Podcast plus at night and say. Rocking up with Jackie in the mic zone. Zero J Sports for legends and bros. Queer rhythm guards in the flow, no clone. Chatting up stories that we highlight. From the East Coast streets, rap echo flows. Doc in the crew where spotlight shows. Uncle Jackie's voice like the wind that blows.
Cash hustle, everybody knows.
From the East Coast streets, rap echo flows. Doc in the crew where spotlight shows. Uncle Jackie's voice like the wind that blows.
Cash hustle, everybody knows.
Everybody knows. What? Stop playing with us. What's up? What up, Tony Jack? Uncle Jackie? What's going on?
What's goody? What's goody? We up in the building. What's popping?
Definitely up in the building. We about to blow this building up. What's going on? What's going on? DOJ, you still there, right?
Of course, man. What's the word?
Mm-hmm.
Dio, dime, Dio.
Que lo que hay, maní. What's up, Uncle Jackie? You know
I'm glad you went Dominican for me.
Yeah,
you went Dominican just for me, bro. He went Dominican. That man is Puerto Rican.
What's good? How y'all doing? I'm sorry, man. Sorry to the chat. Sorry to the fans. Sorry to y'all, man. I missed last week. I had a couple, couple things that I had to go handle out on there. And I mean, I had a little.
Man,
Diablo.
Listen, I've been missing it in effect for a couple of weeks, so everybody bound to miss a week or two on their own time. You know what I mean? So I ain't really mad at that. I'm just glad that we just, being, continuous and doing our thing every week with bringing the people to show. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Trying to dedicate myself a little bit more. Even though I still don't have, the resources and stuff like that of my own to present it that way. Well, I'm gonna use the tools that I have and provide it for the people. You know what I mean? What's going on? Everything good? To see my man over there looking here, sports memorabilia back there, like he over there selling.
Black Al Bundy, man. Like, it's more. They go to Ohio State. It's more. Like, I got a jersey. I got a gift coming through from Ohio. You know how I do. Man, they got to send me a jersey for my boy to complete the.
Send you a title up there to hang up in your back, man. Hang it back there and go ahead and be like, yo, you know what? Yeah, let me get some of that wrestling in there too, son. I need some of that.
I want a belt. I want a belt. I want a heavyweight boxing belt, and I want a heavyweight. Nah. I want intercontinental because I'm too small to be a heavyweight. But give me an intercontinental belt and a boxing.
I would love a boxing belt if they didn't have that silly ass ribbon strap. Like the strap for it is kind of weird. And I don't like the new ones now because the new ones now, they all just look the exact same. I don't really care for them as it is. I like the older versions of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't
mind getting one. You need one, though. You need one.
But I'm not gonna wear. It's not like I'm gonna wear it. We're gonna put that shit up.
You need one.
Yeah,
that
right there. Look, that right there alone. Fuck what it was in the back of it. Fuck the straps. Having that shit alone is just awesome, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Having my baby right there. I got this one. I got I got another joint that I got put away on the side that I'm waiting to go put that case up. Like, that's the winged belt. I need to get that case up.
All right, y'all. I see where we going with the first topic of the show is gonna go. I'm gonna tell you where it's gonna go. I'm gonna tell you there's two places where it's gonna go. Sorry, chat. You know this is not a sports channel, but
I'm sorry, guys.
Every now and then we just had a boxing match as well as SmackDown been on Netflix. So it also been, doing their story mode, you know what I mean, as far as what they want to put inside the video game for next year. But yeah, I'm gonna run down. I'm gonna run down what the show is gonna be about real quick, and then we're gonna go into the first topic. The show is gonna be about, we just got addressed by our president yesterday. He addressed the Congress. He had some key points. He was trying to bring across, his speech and to the people as well. We're gonna touch on Black History Month just passed. What was your thoughts on Black History Month? Did you see any, decline or anything, inside your area, or did you see more people, standing up and celebrating? And y'all inside some really secluded areas where it means, being black means, some powerful messages coming from Atlanta and also being in Harlem, you know what I mean? So I just want
to. I'm in Decatur.
but your edge is the street, so you do know.
He was like, I'm around there. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Decatur.
Nah. You know what's crazy? If you sat there and expected me to know the news of Georgia, you'd be a damn fool, for the reason that Georgia is bigger than New York State. Yeah. So it's like I would never know everything that's happening everywhere. Like, for me to know Atlanta news is a privilege. All I'm gonna know is Atlanta and the shit surrounding it. I'm not gonna know nothing about nothing that's past Metro Atlanta, because unless it's heinous. If it's heinous, of course we don't know. But yeah, I won't know anything about anything that's not in the I want to say tri-state area the way it is over here. When you do New York City, Jersey, and Connecticut, you could do tri-state. That whole shit probably fits in Georgia. That whole shit, New York City, not New York State, but New York City, Jersey, and Connecticut all probably fit in Georgia with room to spare.
Yeah, that's why we got so much rappers and shit coming out from over there. We got everybody coming out from outside of Atlanta and in Georgia, and everybody wants to go out there to film and do shit out there. So it makes sense.
Because
the funny part is they not playing with you. If you sit there and represent Atlanta, you better be from Atlanta, because they do it like, all right, let's say dudes say, yo, I'm from Harlem. What part of Harlem you from? Yo, I'm from 86th Street. We know damn well that's not Harlem. You get what I'm saying? So they be pulling the East Point. They be from, Metro Atlanta. This after I learned this, because I sat there and thought I was in Atlanta. Niggas like, you in Peachtree Corners, bro. That ain't nothing to do with Atlanta. But after I learned, it's like, yeah, dudes be pulling the, I'm from Decatur. That's not Atlanta, bro. I'm from East. That's not Atlanta, bro. None of that is Atlanta, bro.
That's the same equivalent to the upstate niggas that they be like, yeah, I'm from New York. No. You from upstate. You from upstate.
Bro. Don't say New York, bro.
You're not from anywhere. No, you from this up top. That's where you from, right?
You from the mountain. You from the mountain, bro.
From the mountain. Yeah, you ain't from the city, bro. Get out of here with that.
So DOJ, lead it off with the wrestling. You know what I mean? With the latest with the wrestling. With the latest with the wrestling.
You don't even understand, dog. We need a whole hour to go ahead and go down what we getting on there, man. I'll just leave you with John Cena is a bad guy now. The world is finally right. You gonna say, Jackie?
I learned that from your page. Everything all the news I've heard is from looking at your page. That's why if I saw it, I try to like it. Like, yeah.
My boy finally decided. I'm a little upset. He kind of teamed up with The Rock, and it's kind of a weird storyline because The Rock don't know if he's not wrestling. His acting skills are terrible. So it's like you can't. He's not believable to me though. But they teamed up together and they changing. Again, WWE's finding a way to change up how we about to view wrestling. My only problem is though the Netflix deal or the Netflix show as a whole is not that good. I'll be honest. It's not that strong. It's literally match, promo, match, promo, match, promo, and then a lot of people don't get a lot of screen time, and it's kind of funky. They kind of just redoing a lot of old storylines that they had because they know they want to keep the audience entertained. And don't get me wrong, they're solid matches, I guess, but there's a little more than that than just putting on a quick 15 and just being like, all right, we're just gonna go to cut to somebody talking. Like that shit is whack. But they find the little gems here and there. Like I said, that John Cena shit is a lot of kids was hurt. A lot of videos of little babies crying. And it's the best.
Yeah. This was his retirement run. And for people that don't know wrestling, this is John Cena last retirement, run inside
This is what makes it absolutely perfect because it goes, all right, he said it from the get-go. He was like, I need my last championship. I'm gonna do what's best for business. And what's best for business is for me to go ahead and go change everything. All of y'all that wanted to go down this road, all of y'all that thought that this was going to be on there. My boy was doing Make-A-Wishes. He owns the record for most Make-A-Wishes. He was doing Make-A-Wishes the day he was turning into a bad guy. Are you kidding me right now? Like, he was doing it the day of, literally minutes before all that stuff was going on. And finally goes on, turn against it, and the whole world is upside down right now.
Yo, that dude, John Cena, is not a bad actor neither. He's a good comedic actor. I mean, I don't know if you could probably put him in action because he's a big burly dude. Pause, but like, if you saw the Peacemaker is funny as man. The Peacemaker is hell, yo.
If you ever seen that, Cock Blockers is another movie he's in that he plays a 30 role. And
he's funny.
Nigga, I was in tears because I was just like, this is exactly how I feel like if I talked to Cena and we was talking, like this is exactly how it would be. Like this is what I would be on there. Like he's hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
I love him on there. But you can't put him in, again, he's a wrestler though, with no background or nothing. So you can't put him in nothing serious. I won't take him seriously as an actor. He's like
in comedy,
yeah, anything funny, anything where like the Peacemaker's good because you could have some serious moments, but they have comedic undertones. So you don't have to take him serious like as the actor. You just taking him serious as the nigga what's going on in the thing, like as the person in the movie.
We talking about John Senior, right?
Yes, sir.
Even the Marine, yo. Even the Marine is a good movie.
Yeah. I like his acting. His acting is pretty cool.
And that was deep. Oh, for real. This is alright.
I'll give him his credit from doing wrestling to go into movies funny versus The Rock's serious acting roles, because that shit is just anything he's been in where he's been serious has all been ass. Like none of his movies are good when he's serious.
Wait, is it Snitch? Where he went around knocking off everybody that did something to him. And I think I like the one with his son. Yeah, his son was a snitch. He had to protect his son. But one of them, he had came out of jail. He jumped in that black, I don't know if it was a Chevelle, and he went around. I like that though. I like that.
It was okay. I'll give it to you if you like it as a movie, but you can't say that was a serious acting role and he took that.
Oh no. The action was good. He's decent with action.
That's what I'm saying. You said the same thing for Cena, which I don't see if he's doing something, acrobatic or he's fighting on the scene. Of course, he's gonna make it look good. That's his job. That's what he's gonna go ahead and go bring to the table. That's dope as fuck. Like, but I'm not gonna take him as an actor. But as a serious actor, I'm not gonna do it. But if you put that versus Cena's comedic acting, if Cena takes that, he blows that shit right out of the water. Like it's no contest.
We gotta remember that Dwayne Johnson did Scorpion King, bro. Like that was just horrible. That was
I didn't even sit down and watch that.
That was one of his first movies that he did.
I watched it because I was a fan of the Mummy, and I thought, all right, cool, this was gonna be on it. I'm a fan of the Mummy, and then they got The Rock. Like, oh fuck, oh.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of The Rock. That's why I didn't watch it.
And bro, I sat through about 15, 20 minutes and was like, what the fuck is all of this?
They needed Brendan Fraser. If they'd had Brendan Fraser in it, I would have probably watched it.
Yeah.
But The Rock, it's okay, like action, like Cena. But I don't see him doing a Shakespearean role ever.
You can't do that. And just look at him in all the Fast and Furious movies too.
I've never seen him.
But
I've only watched the little cameos and shit and little things that he goes on from there. I was never a fan of going to watch any of the Fast and the Furious after what was it before Tokyo Drift was a little pushing it. Then I was just like, all right, this is enough.
After Tokyo Drift, I was done. Like I was done with it.
And even watching that, I was just like, I guess. I mean, it's still cars. It's still car related, so I'm at least gonna be happy that way. But what else is there?
It was good to see Bow Wow, a black man living in Japan. Then you got the white boy living in Japan. That was the cool shit about it for me. The cultural shit, and then seeing him oh, you need muscle, bro. You got to drift. This ain't no slamming on the damn accelerator and going 0 to 60. No, you got to know how to go 0 to 30 or 60 to 30. This is drifting. This ain't no damn. Yeah, let's just go as fast as we can. You got to drive, baby. That's kind of why I like it.
A lot of people credit that shit for moving on to those movies, but like I said, after that, I'm not watching, especially with The Rock, and I'm not watching it. The only other thing I give them is what's that? Football
movie going on except for we're a family. That's it. That's all I know. We're a family, or a family sticks together. Family this, family that. That's it.
I know that. It's all about family, and then I know that Vin Diesel is always going to fly a car. He's always going to do something in a car and he's going to make it fly. That's always going to happen.
And I know I still hit Michelle Rodriguez. I said it. Yep, I did. That's about it.
Yeah, love you, Michelle. I look at both of them, especially more John Senior than The Rock. I look at them like I know where you came from. You know what I mean? Pause. And you came from wrestling. And that was fake. So I know that your acting is going to be, something.
Yo, with the F word. What's up, bro? What's up? Hey, gonna play me like that. How you gonna do? Don't do that. Don't do that with the F word. Don't do that with the F word, dog. Come on. I'm right here. Like I can see you. I can see you, cuz. Like, what's up? That was crazy.
Can't see me no more. What up, B? What, Ryan? How you doing, brother? sorry, wrestling fans. They are
predetermined. Relax. It's scripted. Even I'll let you even say the S word, but damn, you
very good athletes that that follow the game pretty good. You know what I mean?
Nah, you gotta listen. But people, I mean, Doc, peep it. Them dudes be broken up after 30, 40 years, bro. They really be broken up.
No,
That's why you gotta them dudes are lords of the underground, bro. They
that's
be
why I still give them power. That's why I still give them attention, and I still give them
a
that
lot of
flower.
your heroes, I guarantee it, a lot of the people that you know, a lot of people that you've been like, yo, I fuck with that. I remember that. A lot of those dudes, dogs, their time is coming up and they're suffering and they going about it. And it's that recovery factor is crazy, man. We already got guys now that are going through neck surgeries and going through devastating injuries that's on there. Like my man, one of my favorite fucking wrestlers, my man Big E, is still, this is a year and change afterwards, still hasn't been his neck hasn't started to heal up right.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
all because of a botched suplex. Because the stupid motherfuckers, everybody thinks they know what the fuck they doing. They want to throw suplex because you big. He German suplex him and landed it on his neck, bro. Like it's a.
That is fucking. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, because I want to address this right here.
I want.
We don't begin your notifications. I know that I heard that from a lot of people that subscribe to my channel. You have to go to the notification to the bell thing and go for all notifications because they got it for specialized for certain. You know what I mean? So, and that's automatically YouTube default thing that they got going on now. Before it used to be all notifications, but I guess they was getting complaints because everybody didn't want all notifications. Yeah. But not only you, I'm getting that from other people. So please,
like, share, subscribe, click the notification button, all that good stuff.
Go click the notifications if you click those buttons. Dash facts. Finesse and Phantom was good.
What up, Finesse? How we doing? Appreciate it.
Yeah, that name is dope. Like, if you really get to the nitty gritty of the Finesse and Phantom, like after I smoke your pockets, I'm Ghost. Straight up. After I smoke your pockets, I'm Ghost.
You fuck! Oh, you lucky bastard! You lucky! I love you. That's my shout outs. Please like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Finesse Phantom. He's my boy. That is my little brother. That is the kid I've shouted out beforehand. That is the kid I've always asked you guys to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe on his post on his page. He is fucking hilarious. He is the man. He is absolutely the man. Check him out on there. Check him out on Twitch. Everything.
Put the link up there right now, and I promise to go back.
We'll pin that and make sure that gets viral too on there. Make sure that gets shared out on there too.
You want me to put the link out? Pause.
Oh God.
Diamond, appreciate you guys. What's going on, everybody?
They're both here now. Oh God.
Hi, Diamond. What's going on, Diamond? We got all the siblings here now. Oh, we just waiting for Joe D now.
Yeah, I guess man. He's another one though, bro. I've told him, man. I've told him what's up, man.
Yeah, Joe D, that's my guy, man. I mean, every time I sometimes hate going on Instagram because then I see more of the stickball players on Instagram, and it's like I don't want to see y'all. I don't want to see y'all.
This year is a new year, and even if the season doesn't go out the way I wanted it to, there's going to be a lot of footage that I got to go ahead and go share with you guys. A lot of shit we're going to go ahead and go cover from there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. What's the topic of the day, Mr. Doc?
Well, we discussing Trump and him addressing Congress yesterday. We was going to talk wrestling for a little while. We've been on it for 25 minutes already. About 10, 15 minutes.
I told you.
But,
I told you.
But we're going to discuss the Tank Davis and Lamar Roach fight real quick. That's going to take like 7 minutes on that long. And then we're going to move it on to the Trump Congress and the rest of the topic.
So, I love Tank Davis, but he got lucky. He got lucky, yo. Because when you touch that earth, just like Floyd got away with it against Zab, When you touch earth, you are down. That glove touches earth, and he took a bow. He took a knee.
It doesn't even like compute in my head, like where, how. It doesn't even make like you grab a knee, like you fade away and then go down right into a knee. I've never in my entire life ever seen somebody like that and just be like, all right, I'm just gonna get up and just get away with it. I'm just gonna get up and be like, all right, everything is cool, everything is copacetic on there. Like, no, nobody saw that. Don't worry about it. No, that was like I saw something on the floor real quick. No, don't worry about it.
They did start counting.
Yeah, but bro, no, they didn't count. That didn't count as a knockdown.
No, but the refs did start initiate his count, and that's what the boxing commission, New York Athletic Commission, is going back and looking at. Like, they issue a statement about the fight because people lost money, people won money. You know what I mean? Like,
what was it? A draw at the end of the night, right?
He won. Yeah. Yeah.
It was a draw.
Davis caused Rose to win with the fight, ended a majority draw. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a draw. That's so weird.
It really. I mean, to keep it 100, man. Like, Tank. Listen, bro. I love you, bro. I picked you over Roach, but I get it. Because it has happened to me where I'm playing ball, I done put wave grease in my hair, and the wave grease dripping down and it's going into my mouth. And I've tasted, I know what fucking Dax tastes like. So I get what you're saying. I've had braids where I'm playing ball, the sweat drips in your eyes, that shit start burning. You ain't lying. But you still went down, bro. Pause.
I was about to say, what the fuck does that have to do with your feet?
No, because if you get solution or the shit that we put in our hair to keep our, we got to keep our hair moist. When you got braids, you got to put shit in your hair, bro, or your hair will fall the fuck out.
Yeah.
And
when's the last time you got soap in your eye and you dropped on the floor?
It will. When he said that, I understood.
But you don't drop on the floor because you got soap in your eye because nobody's swinging at you, though. You know what I mean? But if somebody's swinging at you,
I'm not saying that. No, he should have still been counted as down.
Watch the replay. This is where you should have gone to go ahead and have this clip. you should have ran to have this clip. Because he clears distance. From my memory, he clears distance. He moves away from. They finish an exchange. He clears distance and then goes down. So it's not that somebody's swinging at you at the time you took that knee either. It's not like, oh shit, let me just go ahead and go on it. But even if you're gonna use that as a defense, you went down to move away to not get hit. You went down on one knee, bro. It counts. I don't know if it's not down or not, but it counts, bro. That counts against you. You can't take it. That's a sign of giving up. You can't do that.
I'm with you on that.
Like Puffy stabbed my booty like 3 times, but that was it, bro. You still got stabbed, bro. It's over. Pause. That's why I said it the way I said it, though, so you can still get
I know.
Like, bro, you still got stabbed. Yo, what's homeboy name that went crazy? Orlando Brown.
He said, "What? That was a heavy pause." Yeah, it definitely was. You know what I mean? No matter how you said that, I mean, no matter what terminology, what cadence you.
Heavy on the pause. Heavy.
Yeah. But I make sure I stay inclined, man. I stay into him. I make sure of it. Yep. That's why Atlanta's starting to say pause like I brought it to Brooklyn. We ain't got to admit it. But,
so again, even if you're telling me that, even if I'm going to go with what you're saying, and even if you're going to tell me I got it, that was the 3, so whatever went in there, I'm not dropping to a knee. I'm not doing that. Jack having free goals for the. Yeah, don't judge my friends, though. Don't judge my friends. Don't worry about it. I'm supporting him. Jack has been a long time friend. Don't be judging my friends like that, bro.
Hey, finessing. My wife watching, bro. You can't be putting that out there, bro. She watching, man. I might be in the studio, but she in the next damn room. She in the control room. You trying to get me hit, bro.
When
You know
you
them
see Jack feed start
Southern bells
lagging,
with shotguns, bro.
you start seeing feed start lagging, the lights gonna turn off. They can be like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh, look what happened, Jack. I have to go take a moment now.
once I stop being live, I might not be alive.
He's like, yeah, I gotta keep it on there. So camera's rolling. No, I'm good. No.
Yo, I appreciate you, bro.
Sorry, the castle.
You got me looking at my door like it's not locked. Hold up. Matter of fact, let me lock this shit, man.
Okay. Let me get that light very quick. Let me go ahead and go.
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna I got a question for you guys, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna start off with Uncle Jack, Tony Jack. You see what happened when was my goldfish were drowning. So like, yeah, my phone be tweaking. The question is this: do you think a rematch gonna occur between Tank Davis, Davis and Lamont?
They have to.
I mean, do you think it's gonna come right away, or do you think there's gonna be another fight?
That's the next fight. That's Tank's next fight. Whatever he had scheduled for next, he thought he was gonna run through Roach. Like most Tank Davis fans thought, we thought he was gonna run through Roach. Roach showed, hey, I'm not no, punk AB. So, hey. So and then this time though, Roach getting knocked out bad.
I believe that.
Right? So nah, finessing nah.
I think Tank is going to duck this fight for a minute, bro.
If he ducks it, you know that he don't think he can win. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna put that out there right now. If he ducks that fight, which I don't see, man, you don't understand. I see Tank the boxer as Dr. Running Back. Like you sit there, you see a guy who's like, he's not really the running back, is he? Oh shit! He just did that.
Bro.
That's how I see Tank. Like, you don't really expect this little guy to knock nobody. Oh, shit.
Bro. But once I got my ankle hit, bro, pause. Once I got my ankle.
Yeah, Tank ankle ain't hit. We don't want to hear about you hot fries.
Once I got my ankle smashed, bro, I was never the same as far as my confidence. Like, you nigga, I didn't never want to feel that pain
again. You was fine after that, bro. You probably was done after the hot fries and Pepsi. I mean, hot chips and Pepsi.
Pause. Yeah. We can't say the third party of that, because hot chips and Pepsi is all right. You know what I mean?
Listen,
but
I told my wife about it. I told her what happened. You act like you tough with it. You threw up. It's not a good combination.
It was a big no.
Oh, my fault.
Yes.
Chip, Pepsi, and a banana.
Yes. Pause. Yes.
But he had the hot Pepsi and a banana.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. The chips and hot Pepsi is good. Like that goes hand in hand. Like that, you can rock that out. You know what I mean? That banana in between, boy, like that shit didn't go right. It didn't mix up in the morning.
Uncle Tony Jack had a bagel with some water, and then he bought a big water to take to the field. New York shit. I don't know about hot chips. I can call them hot fries, but hot chips. Yeah, exactly. For that hot chips, Pepsi, and a banana. That shit was, and I'm telling him as he's ordering this shit. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, nah, I'm good, son. I'm good. We get on the field 3 plays later. Somebody sell for me.
Must have been amazing.
Somebody sell for me. Man, game is over. We leaving. That's exactly how I went. Game is over. We leaving.
Yo, I'm going home. Game over. Game over.
Yo, I'm sitting there like, nigga, you couldn't just get a bagel with butter and jelly, some weird shit that y'all get. I'm a bagel and cream cheese guy. A lot of people like bagels with butter and jelly or cream cheese and jelly. I don't fuck with jelly. But it's like, bro, you couldn't just get a bagel with cream cheese and jelly or butter and jelly and take your ass to the football field with a Gatorade or with your Pepsi.
You're Jack. You're not. Look.
You mixing elements, my nigga. Pause. My pause. I don't mean pause, but I didn't mean to say the N word. But like you mix the elements, you mix the potassium with magnesium sulfite and gunpowder. No, Jay. But Jay, if you was there, bro, if you was there, see, if you was sitting there watching them buy this shit and you told them not to do it, you would laugh as much as I would. And that day I was mad as fuck at him because we couldn't play the game. I was mad as hell.
I probably was busting that shit down, boys. You know what I mean? I probably
did, bro. Because you probably was because we woke up early and we probably hit a couple of L's before we walked over to the field. Well, before we walked to the
store right there. Let me hit the store real quick and go. Let me get
the store. He hit the wrong shit. He hit the wrong order.
Jesus Christ! I couldn't even want to sit next to him after I heard his stomach bubble.
No, it wasn't nothing out. Well, we can't tell if it was anything coming out the poop chute, but we know that the bomb was like a motherfucker and ended the game for everybody. Like the nigga single-handedly fucked up football for the.
That's bad for him.
And it was real because the son came out to play with us. That's what made it bad. Like I can't see little L. Like get a handoff.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But
yeah, that matchup because I made sure I told every wife I ever had about that shit. I didn't care. They all think you crazy. Like what?
So,
yeah, that's definitely gonna go into my stories now. I'm gonna go ahead and go to that. I'm definitely gonna be like, yo, what you think about that?
And hold up, wait, that was like 2000 or 1999 or some shit. But I just want everybody to know he was old enough to know better. So don't feel bad for him. Old enough to know better.
That's hilarious.
Jay, what's your take on Tank and Roach fight and the rematch?
I'll be honest. If you follow history, you follow how these fighters are now, you're gonna notice the same trend. And it's happened. They're never gonna go ahead and rematch right away. Even with a fight camp, they're not gonna go ahead and rematch right away. And it's the strangest fucking thing to me, especially when you're a fighter. I feel like you need to go ahead and be like, no. We already did this. I'm not hurt. You're not hurt. How long we need? 90 days minimum. All right, that's 90 days. After that 90 days, we should go ahead and be planning something to go ahead and start right after that. You're not going to sit there and tell me you need a better camp now. You're not going to, no. This was a draw. You need to go ahead and get right back on the horse. You need to go ahead and go do it. Yeah. The only way you need time off, or the only thing I support time off, if there's a knockout involved. If there's a knockout involved, you shouldn't fight the same person, obviously. Even if you want to, you shouldn't fight them. And if you have that lined up, you need to take at least a year off. You need to go ahead and heal your brain up. And that's what a lot of boxers or fighters altogether don't do. But rematches, bro? Come on, bro. Especially if this is going to go into controversy and this is going to go ahead and get into another case that's going to go ahead and get looked at into a fucking commission. Like, bro, this is not going to be good works. Last thing I remember about a commission check that all this shit was going back and forth was was the Ryan Garcia fight. What happened with that?
Ryan Garcia. Now that fight, that's what I'm waiting
Ryan Garcia, he went through a whole 10 stages of depression to go ahead and prove he was innocent, nigga. And what happened? He proved it at the end of it. And they came up, no, there's no tainted, there's nothing on there. He's good from that. What happened? No rematch was there, no calls, nothing coming out.
No contest. That was bullshit. Because Devin Haney got his ass whooped. I don't care what nobody feel. I don't care about the race thing people be trying to do. Devin Haney, you got your ass whooped. Dude whooped your ass. And I covered that fight. He whooped your ass.
Yep. And it was bad. And it was bad. It was shit like that is the reason why I have a problem with refs. It's the reason why I have a problem with certain commissions. It's a reason why I have a problem with watching fighting altogether, because some hoopla and boxing like this usually happens. It's crazy. And then you don't have a lot of dudes who want to actually fight, that guy. I get it. You know, also the title pictures is also funky as fuck. Like the vision, the people tell you you gotta defend against certain people. You have to go ahead and make certain moves, or they'll strip you, and there's a whole thing like that. But in my brain, it's like, yo, bro, if you know this is it and that's the money you to go ahead and go make, like, there's no decision I'm making other than that. Like, I gotta make the money move, bro. I gotta go ahead and that's the fight to go ahead and go make. So I see this running its course. I see this going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then finally they're gonna admit they was wrong. Somebody made a mistake, and we're gonna have to run it back, and they're gonna already have 2 fights lined up already. And they already gonna pass each other.
Listen, I'm putting my money on Garcia beating them again. If and when they do fight, I'm
Both of
putting my
them,
money.
both sides. I see that too. And just to agree with you too on the rematch on there, I believe you are absolutely correct. Tank and everybody else thought this is going to be a stepping stone. Let me just get past this so I can get on to the big fish, so I can start making some real money. Let me make this quick. Let me make this a show, and I'm going to go ahead and come in there. Took it for granted. Wasn't an easy fight. Dude stood his ground, held his own, and it was a back and forth in my opinion. Would it be a draw? I don't understand how it comes to a draw in that decision. I don't understand. That little knockdown is not the only thing that's going to sit there and tell me that didn't sway or help someone's decision. I don't know. I also don't know the criteria too much for boxing. It's very confusing. I go over looks and my stupid opinions, and so But I feel like it's hard to tell me it's going to be a draw. Like it's hard for me to tell me that's. Everybody came to the outcome and that conclusion. Like that's what we're gonna do. This either we need more refs or better refs to go through something else. I mean, more judges, better judges to do something else.
I just think the money involved, you know what I mean, that it's going to be over the discrepancies, especially with boxing. You know what I mean? Because who to say that, you know, like you can't really. I mean, unless it comes down to like what baseball is doing with having a computer AIs involved. You know what I mean?
A computer can't dictate something like that. You need impartial judges. You need human things, because that's only people that can understand the devastation of a hit, how it landed, if it matters, the tides of the fight. You need a personal interaction with that stuff. But my problem is that one of us 3 can fucking potentially become a judge. One of us 3. And how much fucking actual boxing experience do all of us have together as a whole unit? That's not a lot. It's not a lot. Fighting, cool. Defending ourselves, cool. You know, fucking around and being out there in the streets, cool. But the actual boxing, the art of boxing, and knowing the everything about the technicalities of boxing, no. But that doesn't stop one of us from being one of these judges.
And not needing a replay to see if the person really punched the person or not. You know what I mean? And all of that. You're right. Like, but like I said, we all human beings. Everybody make mistakes. Some people have a price. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when you got humans involved, you're going to always have, you know, discrepancy and opinions being put into place unless a person is really a judge.
So that's my thing, especially for that in UFC. I've said it for mixed martial arts. I believe judges need to be ex-fighters. I think they need to pay a little more to go ahead and have these people get their licenses and take the classes and do it, because there needs to be fighters judging some of these fights, or at least one fighter in each thing. Because if it's at least 3 people, there should be one dude who matters at least a little more, or whose opinion will sway a little more. I don't know. Like if that fighter, that ex-fighter, somebody who's an I don't know, maybe a champion or contended for a championship and understands the ins and outs or something like that, I'd be like, oh, wait a minute. What's his opinion? What did he score? I scored it like this, and I feel like it should be something like that. All right, bro, I value that more versus a dude who's just been. I've been judging fights for 20 years, 30 years, bro. I understand all of this. No, I think you just know how to watch boxing. And like Doc said, I think you make mistakes sometimes, bro, because I don't think you know what it's like to actually step in the ring and get punched in the face.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's like when Richard Jefferson's referees basketball. It's like, man, I'm not going to really question much of what he says, because Richard Jefferson was in for 15 years, so he knows a foul.
As funny as it was, and as joking as it was, and how they made it kind of like a little spectacle, I completely support shit like that. Like that'll be things where it's like, those opinions matter. I could see the game on there. I know how things is played. I know that's to go ahead and go do that. It just sucks to get ahead and you can't get stuff like that for boxing, man.
Yeah, they need somebody. They need some of them retired guys instead of sitting there. Matter of fact, the guys who are sitting there talking, the analysts, should be the ones judging. The Letterman card should be the actual card.
Well, sometimes they're a little biased. You gotta admit. I know you've got to admit you've seen some shit where you just be like, "What the fuck?" Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be a little real. Let's not.
The Spanish mommy against the woman from Wales. When we watched that on HBO before the Tyson fight, we watched a woman beat a woman up, a woman cheat, and still win. After getting beaten up and having to cheat. Because them headbutts, I don't care what she said. Them headbutts was bullshit. But yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it. We watched it. We sat here and shared it with you guys.
Yeah.
We shared it with you guys on air, us three.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
We always think they're saying abandoned that should be on top. I think that's the name.
They need to fix it. They need to get proper people in the place and people that take it seriously and can't be bored. You know what I mean? And you know, and at the end of the day, like be scored. You know, generally on how they, you know, score a card. I mean, score a match. You know what I mean? And if you whack, you're gonna get, you know, you're gonna go back down to amateur leagues. You know what I mean? To learn, so that way you will come back up. Pause. You know what I mean? But
Or just have like a thing for like what umpires have. I don't know. I don't know if basketball has. Does basketball have that? Do they have like a review and shit?
I believe
they got the review, but they don't do it the way the umpires in baseball do it. Like
what is it, like at the end of the year they get voted or they get tracked, like to see what's their strikes and what's their calls and shit like that, if it's fair, if they've been on point.
Because your man Angel Hernandez was like 86% accurate, which to normal people that sounds great. I had to explain that to my lady, like that's fucking horrible. He's wrong 14% of the time. You know how that can affect the game? That's horrible. It's like 86. Yes.
Can't say that he wasn't on a take for a lot of games.
Yeah, Angel Hernandez was like one of the worst umpires ever. And
Definitely
was about the game after he fucked up.
Yeah, there was no arguing about it, and it was crazy about it because a lot of people seen it and it's on videotape. You know what I mean? And
you can watch it.
MLB allowed him to keep on going, and tell you he had to be pocketing some money, and you know,
he because he umpired for like 30 years, if not 30, like 27. He has whatever the pension is. He has the top of the A class pension. He stayed forever, and he was horrible at his job.
As a Mets fan, I hate talking about this man.
Yeah,
Angel Hernandez I fucking hate him so goddamn much.
So did y'all take a look at the Trump addressing the Congress yesterday? Did anybody view it?
It was the longest fucking speech they've ever had as a state of address or state of Congress on record. Like shit took forever.
Yeah,
it was a whole lot of bullshit too. I mean, he's my president, so I have to support him.
I mean, it ain't about supporting him. It's just about listening. I mean, and see what he has to say. Because at the end of the day, like he's here for 4 years, so regardless if you like him or not, like you don't have to support him. I mean, you just have to, you know, learn how to maneuver around him. If you against him, I mean, we don't have the same beliefs as him. I should say, you know what I mean?
A lot of the stuff he said, bro, was just. It kind of was a little scary, in my opinion. It was like, this is a little rough, bro. Like, a lot of the things I wasn't agreeing with, a lot of the things I didn't think he was going to go ahead and go out. And a lot of the numbers and shit he threw out when he was talking about stuff was bad.
Yo, it was. It was.
It was a lot of. His team needs to do a lot better. I don't know if it was a scare tactic or what, or how they worded it to put it together. But a lot of it was like, you fucked up on a lot of shit. And but the general message of what I'm getting is, we're gonna start trying to bring the value up of the dollar, and there's nothing else y'all gonna be able to do about it. Like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to go ahead and make our dollar stronger. Like, we need to bring all it with tariffs, make sure everybody's taxed on our shit, make sure everybody knows that this is what's gonna happen, make sure everybody knows we gonna try to be the dominant force. I don't know. It was strange, man.
But did y'all see already in Canada, they started taking the Jack Daniels off the shelves in Canada because of the tariffs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not whatever Donald was doing.
not
See,
playing.
what people don't realize, Donald Trump is for America, like for real, for real. Like,
Right.
I mean, and sometimes it could be to a fault, or he doesn't I guess use the correct terms and words or whatever, but the dude is definitely pro America. Like, he
What
wants
it is,
America. I mean, I don't like the slogan because the slogan is like mixed with racism,
of
but he
course.
really wants MAGA.
But
He really
the
wants
problem is that he paints a picture sometimes, and when he shares messages, he doesn't like in order to make his thing true. There's got to be a lot of hardship that comes with it, and that's the thing he's not pointing out to some people. So some people are blind to all the bullshit that's going to happen and a lot of the tough times that's going to come in order for us to thug it out in order to reach that level. You know what I'm saying? And we live in a society, we live in a place where people are like, oh, everything is everything is roses and sun clouds and flowers and happy gummy bears. Yeah, I follow him and I'm gonna be on that. No. He's gonna make it hard on all of us first to go ahead and work hard to get this final level, like to reach what he wants to reach. And it's that's the shit that gets me. It goes, all right, cool. Like, I get this isn't his fault, and I'm not gonna go ahead and blame anything on that. But if we have already complained on the prices of eggs, and this was due to an avian flu, if we're already complaining about that, imagine what's gonna happen after things get tacked up and after things start changing up after that. What's gonna happen to the rest of the things we need to go ahead and go buy? What's gonna happen to the rest of the shit we need to go ahead and stock up on? It's gonna be rough.
And that's one thing he's not addressing, like you just said. Like, he's not mentioning that the hardship, and maybe he's not thinking about the hardship for the people that.
It's a pretty picture. It's a pretty picture. I'm all for it if we can get there, but I'm a realist where I go, I know this isn't gonna be like easy on everybody. This isn't gonna just be like, oh, we're just gonna transition and get no. Now he's not telling y'all like it's gonna be time to buckle down and we need to go ahead and work hard and it's gonna be hard for a while, but look at the bigger picture at the end of it. He just wants to get to the bigger picture. He's a real estate agent, bro. That's what they do, bro. They sell you the big picture at the end. It doesn't matter about how we get the work done. It doesn't matter how we got to cut corners and how we got to get there. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about how much prices we got to put in for certain materials or certain things that's going on here. Don't worry about none of that, bro. Just look at the bigger picture. It's gonna be beautiful at the end. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be able to retire and be able to be straight.
I am so happy we have Aldi down here. I am just so happy we have Aldi. Shout out to Aldi, man. Shit. Because like of course it's not up in the tri-state areas or any of that.
No, Aldi's out here.
Hold your fucking phone. Listen here, you uncultured swine. We've been had Aldi's, okay? We even have Aldi's in the hood. Nigga, there's the Aldi's on 117th and FDR. You are wilding out. You are bugging out, right? Come back to the hood. Come back to the hood. I'll take you to our Aldi's. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Here's some funny shit. Here's some real shit. If you in Georgia, if you see Aldi, Wells Fargo, Chick-fil-A, and QT, you know you're not in the hood. If you see those things, you know you are not in the hood. Like Aldi. Yeah, I'm definitely not in Atlanta. I must be on the outskirts.
We get everything down in the hood. Trader Joe's.
No. I remember from my last trip, it was an Aldi on 3rd Avenue.
No, it's on in 117th in the mall that they made over there.
Oh, 1st Avenue or Pleasant. What's that?
Pleasant. Yeah, past Pleasant.
Pleasant. Okay. But man,
the Harlem invite him, but it's not around him. He got to embrace all the change, bro. You're gonna be in for a culture shock if you come out here, bro.
Yeah, we got to though, because I got family about to go visit.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
catch
be
you
up
on the
there
game too.
because we don't live by Aldi, but Aldi, we go to Aldi like 2/3 of the time we go shopping. Aldi, let's go.
That's funny as well. Yeah,
Hell yeah, 'cause you just got to know what not to buy.
yeah.
Don't buy cheese unless you get the expensive one. If you ain't gonna sit there and get the cheese that they got, not the slice, don't buy sliced cheese at all. For my experience, maybe not cheddar. Maybe Swiss is cool, mozzarella's cool. If you like sharp cheddar, don't get it from Aldi unless you're gonna spend the $5-6 it might cost to get,
That's mad.
the official.
Cheese. That's mad funny.
Yeah. That's what I tell my late like for every supermarket we go to, we have things that we don't buy, and we have things like, yeah, go get that. Because you know the price. Like we don't go to Walmart anymore, but we go to Aldi, Publix, and a joint called Wayfield.
Miss
You
being
know,
in Florida going to Publix.
but hell yeah, man. The shit with Trump. Your man Trump is he's like a supreme patriot. Like ultimate patriot, like, and he got to actually, I get to control this. I get to, you got to do what I say. And it's not like, you know what Trump is? He's not for lazy people. He's not for the liberal movement. He's the exact opposite of liberal. Like, we're gonna have like these programs that you guys have. You shouldn't have them, or you shouldn't have them for as long as you're on them. Like nobody should be on welfare for 10 years. Nobody should be on Section 8 for 10, 20 years.
Well, they got cases.
You couldn't fix your life and get a job, and like if you're in Section 8 for 20 years, all your kids are grown. You mean to tell me you can't get a job? And I mean that might sound wrong, but for me that's part of the problem. People are just used to getting handouts.
Yeah, and they also have a lot of cases, if I'm not mistaken, thanks to Doge. They got a lot of cases that they finding out that people are catching Social Security checks and they're like 150 years old.
200 years old, 200 years old. Like how is somebody 300 years old?
But they said the fact checking was they wrong on that shit. Ain't nobody 206 years old.
No. That what's not right is that some of them are collecting money, but they're still in the system as not being marked as dead.
Passed away. Yeah.
Yes. Excuse me. Yes. It's not. It still doesn't make sense, bro. Like who would that? If that small mistake can happen,
not be real. It's too many.
Yeah. If that small mistake can happen, even if it's just a few. Imagine the mistakes that can happen later on, or because of that, the things I got through because of stuff like that.
But the order that he's going through with all of these agencies is pretty awesome because he is finding money that's being funneled funny. You know what I mean? So I don't knock what he's doing in that aspect. I don't knock. Be honest with you, that I don't knock what he's doing at all. He just may be doing it a little bit aggressively. He may be doing it a little bit, widely. And when I say widely, like as far as if he's not being, I'm not going after straight criminals, you know what I mean? If you get caught up in this trap with that criminal, I'm getting you too, you know what I mean? I want elderly immigrants, you know what I mean? And that's what it's coming down to with that aspect, you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, they're not set up to go after criminals or go after people like that. They're going after money. Like, where is this money? There's a lot of people who have failed audits, and there's a lot of people where we give money out and we go to money gets funneled around. And we're going, all right, where is all of this money? Where is all these things? Why is it that the Pentagon for the last 6-7 years, they failed audits absolutely horrifically? Why is it that every year the defense budget is always magically missing money? Why is there always something going on? We're going to, nah, bro, there's way too many companies going out there. There's way too many shit that's going on there. And it sucks because it might feel like it might be an invasion of privacy, and he might have a little more too much power that's on there. But if it's not him, then who else? It's gonna be somebody. Somebody's gonna go ahead and get that job, and somebody's gonna go ahead and go do that. So don't blame the person for thinking that he's gonna go ahead and go do this. It was gonna happen. This is something we need to happen, bro. Why all this money, all this federal aid we're sending out everywhere? Why is money always disappearing? Why is money, instead of being completely sent to where it said it's going to be sent, all these little patch jobs that's in there, it's going, oh, money's there, money's here, money's here, and there's only what, 10,000 or 10 million going out to where it's supposed to go? That doesn't make sense.
That's fact. I'm with that. You know what I mean? I would find the money and to put it in the right places. And again, like, I gotta agree with what you said, that, you know, as far as he's a business person and he's just trying to make this American dollar stronger again. You know, and there's a lot of things he signed into executive orders, a lot of things that he put into place, and a lot of things that he said he wanted to do and is doing. You know what I mean? As soon as he got stepped foot in the door, he was on pressing the buttons. You know what I mean? And
Man, I'm all for it though, because I can't be a hypocrite and go, I don't like it when people don't stand by their word, or I don't like it when people aren't real and just be like, all right, bro, this is exactly what I'm gonna do, and then does it. Like, I'm a complete hypocrite, bro. I stand by people who are like that. He came in and he was like, look, this is the agenda. This is what's gonna happen. Like, one way or another, we're gonna make this happen, bro. One way or another, this is what's we're gonna do something to change something up. Like, that's the difference.
Quick question for you guys, right? There've been talk of, you know, going in Fort Knox and seeing, you know, what's up with our gold over there. There've been jokes. There've been jokes about, you know, the gold is not there. Fort Knox, yeah.
Yeah, that shit, bro. That theory you just said, bro, that shit's been for like decades, bro. Like, we think that the Fort Knox is really holding it. Nah, I don't. And this has been going on, I think, bro, for like 25, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying all the gold in our Fort Knox ain't worth shit. It's not a lot. Meaning that it's not a lot. Not that we have.
Yeah.
But people think we got whatever. We stocked heavy. And I'm gonna take that and lead it into why you think Muammar Gaddafi was knocked off.
Mm-hmm.
They got all the gold. Libya has all the gold. That's why Muammar Gaddafi was knocked off, because he was trying to change the structure of how the money works.
Yeah.
And he's gonna make gold the prevalent thing and not the US dollar or the euro.
Because he know that the money funnel back to London. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much theories with that gold. What's your take on it, Jay?
What it is that the federal bank, the Fort Knox, or everything where the Federal Reserve is what you should say from there. What it is that we own a certain amount of gold to the value of how much money we can print. If I'm not mistaken, it used to be like $6 or $8 or something like that for like an ounce of gold or some shit like that. So it devalues with the amount that we have, and it devalued so much that we just started printing money later on, and that's the shit that we need to go ahead and recuperate, because it's going. That's how we're devaluing our dollar, because we can't back up every legitimate dollar that's out there with a thing of gold to go ahead and back the system. So what you brought up from there was that he was trying. Muammar Gaddafi was trying to make a central banking in Africa, and trying to make where he was the value of that. He was trying to establish legitimately the exact same thing. So that was it's a whole thing from there. That's a whole Thursday episode, but that's the problem. And that's part of this from there, trying to find out where all of this money was allocated to, and trying to find out where the fuck we're doing all of this spending, because it doesn't make sense how we can be in debt and still print new money. It doesn't make sense.
And still add on to the debt too. Like, what's going on?
My thing is, my hilarious take on it is, I think if you was to go inside Fort Knox or something, you'd see like a giant hole in the floor, you know, like in a cartoon, and you just see all that shit is empty.
That's what I think. Shout out to good. Yo, I believe you. That's what I think too, yo. The
Bro,
Fort
everything is
Knox, I think you're supposed to have a couple $1 trillion. It might be a
no,
couple 100,000 to a couple of million.
if you were to equate
Why
if
ain't
the
nobody
math
trying?
if the math makes sense and it was to equal the amount of how much gold we have, if we were to just take out how much debt that we have, the amount of gold that's in there would be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Or the amount of gold that we own would be ridiculous. You know, so it's like to imagine that we can devalue something that much and then not know where some of the funds are going. It's like,
Man, gold and oil are the shit to have. And Africa has both. I'm going back to the assassination of Muammar Gaddafi. But yeah, like, man, listen, gold can rule the world. Oil can rule the world.
so what they
Go
have
ahead, bro.
now, because you know they're already rich in a lot of minerals and a lot of things from there. What they're
Yeah.
rich in now, what they're fighting for now is cobalt. So the cobalt wars that's going on, and that's the shit for like electric car batteries and shit like that. So they're mining it up to do things like that. And the wars and the stuff that are going on from there are even worse than some of the diamonds and gold and all the other stuff that was going on from there. So it's rough, man, when you start breaking shit like that down. But I guess what else can you do if you're afraid of the dollar going down, or if you're afraid of all the things that's going on with everything? Like he's taking all the steps. Donald is taking our president is taking all the steps to, you know, try to. All right, if you're nervous about that one, all right, we created something that's gonna go ahead and go try to do that. All right, you worried about where money is going and this is what's going on there. So he's doing some of the steps that are right from there. But I go back to what we described before, where it's like, let's not paint a pretty little picture out there to go ahead and think that everything's going to be rainbows and posies. It's not, man. It's going to be rough, and a lot of people need to start waking up on that front.
I think people are starting to wake up in that aspect because the food prices ain't going down, it's going up. You know what I mean? Everything about to go up even more. Especially if you shop online and you shop through Amazon because they all get their shit from China. You know what I mean? If the tariffs goes up over there and the tariffs go up in Mexico and all of that stuff, then it's going to be a tick for tack thing coming from these countries, and somebody's going to bend and break, and it sure enough ain't going to be us as Americans. You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? We don't have that type of dude inside the office, so you know what I mean. And only way that I think that he's gonna, bend over backwards or break from his stance, pause. You know what I mean? Is if you come to the table and you bring something or you flatter him and with 100 rose petals. You know what I mean? As we saw. What happened with the Ukraine president coming and visiting the Oval Office, and that little squabble that happened, between him and Trump and JD Vance, and that was crazy. And then you see the next day later, he took the funds away from Ukraine. You know what I mean? And he's going to stand by what he feels and what he stands on. And
yeah,
whether the American people agree with him or not, whether American people do. Agree with him and wants him to do that, he's going to stand on what he feels is best for the country. And it's crazy, it could be a shocking, wild moments at times. It's gonna be like that more than once, more than twice, more than 10 times. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of wild moments.
Oh, most definitely. Because Donald Trump is, I guess you could say he's a maverick. He gonna do this shit the way he want to do it. He don't care who has anything to say about it. I'm gonna take these big risks, big rewards. Like he's a dude, like he's a gambler and he's willing to gamble on himself. And I can't be mad at the man because the man is pro this country. He's pro. The man is he became a Republican because when he sat there, probably it's just me. He sat there and looked at conservative values versus the other guys. It was like the liberal shit. That liberal shit is horrible. I am sorry. I am sorry. Like, just let anybody do what they want to do, and it's okay. That's bullshit. And I swear, man, if this shit continues, I don't know if the country or the earth or whatever's going to be around, we're going to be invaded, and it's going to be bad because we don't have any. We don't have any troops, and so we don't have the way the guys born in the 20s and 30s looked at us like we were weak. How do we look at these guys born in 2000, 2010? How are we looking at them? They're weaker than us. And we're not even thinking that we're weak, but we're weak compared to dudes born 40 years, 50 years, 60, 70 years ahead of us.
Well, that, and also because it's what happens is that's also information. It's not just laziness and people always being out of shape and doing shit that can't rise to the occasion. It's a lot of people who are going, I don't support a lot of this shit that goes on there too. I'm smart enough to realize, like, I'm not going to risk my life on the line for somebody else's problems.
Muhammad Ali.
Ideological people who be like, I'd rather go ahead and I'd rather go to jail instead of going ahead and fighting a white man's war. I think one of our neighbors, one way or another, went to go ahead and do that exact same shit.
Now, I love what you just said, to be for real. But I mean, like, but peep it. Let's say the liberals take over and this becomes a liberal nation.
I'm not. Nope. You are 100% right in what you're saying, though. We definitely do have an ideological thinking of going like, we need a consolation prize. Everybody needs a participation prize. Everybody needs an award, and sensitivity needs to be key. And, I'm not always pro that one. I'm not always trying to pro that at all. So you're 100% right on that. But there's also, we also got to tilt the balance and always pull both scales where it goes. It also has to do with, because people don't honestly believe in this country. Because we're always doing dumb shit and we're always getting involved in places and we're always doing dumb shit and always getting lied to by our government to go ahead and go do shit that didn't even make no sense in the first place, bro. Like, what the fuck?
It makes sense, bro.
Yeah, man.
Both of y'all make some valid points, and it's crazy though. But that's why, as you sit inside a position that you sit in as far as president, no matter what side you sit on, whether it be Republican, Democrat, Independent, you are a face of the nation. You are a person that when you go on TV, whether black, brown, white, you look at this person and you want to believe that you are secure, that if the phone call rings at 3 o'clock in the morning, that he's able to handle that phone call accordingly. But, with certain stance that you have to do with that position, that you have to stand, and make a homeland decisions as far as, put your foot in the ground. Put your foot in the ground. You can't go past this line. You know what I mean? You can't believe that you could fly and you really can't fly. You know what I mean? You can't be a squirrel and you're a human being. You know what I mean? So he just putting things in common sense and into positions and places. And go with what Jack is mentioning about if we get invaded today or tomorrow. Who's holding us down. You know what I mean? It guarantees going to be a lot of people that's not in the army that's willing to grab arms and want to go to the front line and defend this country. You know what I mean? Because I know I'll be one of them, and maybe not be front line.
That we got Texas.
I'm definitely going to show you my battlefield skills. You know what I mean? And this
come over here if you want to. I got a .50 shotgun right in the back.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I sit here and I'm happy that I live in the South right now when I think of things like this. Because if let's just say somebody's crazy enough right now, because they don't have the power yet, we gotta wait until the liberals take over, if that happens. And just imagine somebody coming over and it's like, I'm in the South, baby. Having a gun is like having a car. So it's like up north, in New York.
Yeah, you can come into like San Francisco. I think that's the best part you got.
You can't protect yourself. So let's say something break out. What New York is going to have a bunch of damn handguns? You know what dudes have down here? Dracos, AR. When they rap about the guns that they talking about, It's for real. It's not fake. It's not fake. They really, because down here, but open area to sit there and shoot a Draco at a damn tree and watch yourself destroy it. It's nothing but opportunity out here to do that shit. We don't even have a place to learn how to shoot guns in New York unless you're becoming a cop or a security guard. It's nothing for us.
Right.
But down here, shit, you could walk into you could be 13, 14. As long as you with your mama, you can go shoot a gun. And I'm not even joking. I went to shoot guns. It was a kid like maybe 11, 12, 13. Right there with his mother. And she was shooting guns. He was shooting guns. That's not happening in New York. That's not happening in Jersey. That's not happening in Connecticut. It might happen in Philly. Maybe. But that's far away.
Oh, PA, Pennsylvania. Maybe
Yeah, Philly. I mean, Philly, you know, as far as black people go, the down there run Philly. The black Muslims run Philly.
Yeah. They probably have it in PA, you know what I mean? PA, you got that shit there. And take advantage because if you're from Philly, you in PA. Same difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think that the shit changes when you get to Baltimore. That's when I think you can sit there and be because that's Baltimore's not really the South, but it's not really the North either.
No.
That shit right in the middle. Like Virginia starts the South. So Virginia and down, my nigga, we got guns down here, bro. We got guns down here. You sit there trying to run someone. It might be 10 down her the base, and whoever trying to come in, we plugging them with holes.
That's bad funny.
Wow.
I mean, I thought about it from watching The Walking Dead. Like, what if that really happened? Because even right now, I have a patio. That shit is glass. So if you want in, I mean, you can't pull it open. But if you want in, you can get in. Just break it. So what if people are crazy enough to start doing that shit? What if it's the military from another nation? And with all the shit we got going, yeah, you could be a boy. You could be a girl. Yeah. Whatever the bull is, man, because it's a bull. We are the nations to me. If you sit there and think military-wise, right now, man, when I go to Hartsfield Jackson to the airport and watch people getting ready to get, you know, they getting ready to get shipped wherever they shipped, bro, they look like they 12. They don't even look like hardened dudes. Like, yeah, I was a bully in school, or I was on the street. They look like, hey, I just came from my first time seeing Atlanta.
I wouldn't say that. I got 2 family members that's inside of the military now. I got my wife's sister's inside of the military, and she ain't like that at all. She's a little mannish, if you understand what I'm saying. And my wife's husband is now in the military as well, and that motherfucker, he big as fuck, and he black as shit. That motherfucker he's from the absolute South. He's big.
Did you hear what you just said? You said your wife's husband. I said you were in the military.
Oh, excuse me, my sister's husband. My sister's husband. Excuse me. My sister's husband. Yeah,
he was trying to stop you a long time. Like, hold up, Jay.
My sister's husband is inside. Is in the military.
You about to talk to Jerry Springer? What the fuck going on, bro?
But yeah, he's in the military, and he ain't built like that at all. And neither is my wife's sister.
And you know what else is funny though? Since I've been down here, you can see a dude. I don't even know who to like. Let's say our boy Harry. Harry's a quiet guy. Harry, you know, he's chilling. He don't disrespect nobody. But down here, Harry's gonna pull out an AR-15 if you ever disrespect him. You get what I'm saying? Like, and you think that dude is quiet. When he comes back, don't be there. Like, don't sleep. That's what I be trying to tell. Like, man, when you come down here, man, don't sit here and sleep on people because they got accents or they talk funny or they might not be as scholastically smart as you. Because you'll get left down here, man. It's a lot of places for you to get left. Right down.
It's like
and they're going to go home and act like nothing happened.
It's like that, but it's like that in general, man. You gotta pick your battles too, man. You gotta know where you're going at all times.
Nah, but people, I'm saying, because when people hear Atlanta, they only think about Midtown. Like, of course, y'all don't know, but Midtown is where all the Midtown is West 4th Street for us. Is where all the Christopher Street and all that shit, where all the rainbow people are. I mean, you got rainbow people everywhere, but they're concentrated in Midtown. So people think the whole Atlanta is Midtown. It's like, I dare you go somewhere and talk that shit like you talking to somebody from Midtown. And let's see if you make it back home. You want to sit there and go off stereotype. Then you want to go off a stereotype because you think everybody. No, they just showing you one area, bro. You sit there and take your ass around. You might not come back home if you sit there and be disrespectful. You might not come back.
Or be out there after dark in the wrong area as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like it's so easy. I'm not trying to pick up Georgia, but it is so easy to leave you somewhere. And I learned that my first year here, we had the Chattahoochee River. I don't know if I brought you to it or I told you about it, Doc, but we had the Chattahoochee River right there. Throw your ass right in there and let the water take you where it's gonna take you. But I lived in an area that was, it was really, really mixed and everybody was, middle class and better. So you're not gonna have that. But if you had to, hey, I'm gonna drive from Atlanta. I'm driving to Norcross. I'm putting this dude in the Chattahoochee. Who gonna find him? Tennessee. Tennessee is where they're gonna find him. Now he's an unsolved mystery. And I'm not even joking. I'm from New York, man. I'm not big enough, no Georgia, but it is what it is, man. It's more country than city in Georgia. Way more country than city in Georgia. Dudes are born with guns in their hands. They born with, like we born with basketball or whatever. They born with shotguns. And it's all legal. It's all legal. If I want a shotgun in my house, I can have it. If I want a shotgun in my car, when they say pop the trunk, that's a real thing. That's not just a gangster. No, any grandma can pop the trunk. Like real talk, grandma can pop the trunk.
They're not pulling out no canes.
She ain't pulling out no canes. She pulling out a damn shotgun, 12 gauge, and she know how to do it, and she ain't scared.
Final thoughts, fellas. What's going on with the world? What's going on with our president? What is going on? Like what y'all felt about it?
Like I said before, we just gotta get this picture painted the right way and making sure everybody knows all the colors, because there's a lot of shit people ain't seeing, man, and you gotta pay attention to what's out there. But I'm fully supporting everything that he's trying to do. Like, if he thinks it's gonna work, only time can tell whether it's not or if it is. It's better than just sitting on your hands and waiting for something to happen, or sitting on your hands and trying to go ahead and help other people when you're drowning right now. So I think he's trying, to go ahead and make things better for us. That's the best I can say. He just needs to get his numbers better and know what the fuck he's talking about. Because sometimes he talks and it's like, this is exactly the reason why I missed a lot of your press conferences the last time you was president. Because sometimes you just talk and it's just like, it sounds like you just say shit to appease the masses. You say shit to go ahead and make your crowd go crazy instead of actually saying,
Answers,
the real truth and what's going on from there. So, So other than that, man, I can't wait for fucking wrestling. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. I'm about to see what happens on Friday. Oh man, yeah. And then to see how Cody's gonna react to getting jumped and punched in the face by Travis Scott. I don't know if we got to see that shit either.
Travis Scott punching people in the face. I watched Speed get ran through. You saw that one with
Speed when he died? Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Braun Breaker is the truth. Braun Breaker is the truth. That nigga, he ran right through him. But that, but yeah, it was the team was as they turned on Cody Rhodes, it was The Rock. He came out with Travis Scott, and it was The Rock, Travis Scott, and John Cena. But while Cody was on the ground, you know, he was supposed to just smack him or something, or just act like he was gonna hit him or something. But this nigga, because he was already drinking on before he came out, and he looked like he lit a spliff up inside of the ring. He was wilding. He came out, and when they was like, all right, this is the moment to go ahead and do it. He rocked Cody Rhodes, like he hit him hard, and it hit him in. For what the story claimed, he gave him a black eye and kind of fucked his eardrum up or ruptured his eardrum. But I don't think it's for all of that. But I know he hit him hard as fuck though. But he was on the ground, bro. He was on the ground. His face was right here, and he just. You heard it. It was like. Cody about to get up and really punch him. I know he was like, yo, when I get to the back, bro.
I'm gonna knock your ass out.
We're gonna have a talk, bro. We're gonna have a talk. No, but I thought you were a wrestler. You could take it. No. You full on try to finish that fight off. Like you was trying to be like, yeah, this is my time now. Now they gonna know I'm for real.
Pause. You didn't pull back like how you're supposed to. You know, you supposed to act
like or just open your head or just smack him. Like he's already on the floor. You go close to be disrespectful because they was already jumping him. He was ready to get disrespected. And you just smack him one time. One time, real quick. 1, 2, 3. I take that. Not really like give him a Donkey Kong punch like he came from the heaven.
That's a fact.
Well, what's your final thoughts on Uncle Tony Jack?
Yo, I'm with Jay. I'm just watching the as far as Trump goes, I'm watching the parade. I think Trump is for America, and I think men need to take advantage while Trump is in office. Because Trump, to me, and I'm sure if you pay attention to any man, he's for the working man. Why do you think that the taxes is coming off overtime? Because he wants to support the man who's sitting there willing to bust his ass, do 50, 60 hours. The men who built America, the men who maintain America, women too, the few and the proud. But he's pro work your ass off. He's pro work your ass off. Ain't no woman.
That's funny.
Yeah, because you got a couple of women like they do dangerous jobs. It's not a lot, but you got a few who gets away from the stuff we learned in school. Yeah. And they might do construction. I've worked with these women before. I've watched women in 18-wheelers driving, and it was so awesome to me because you never see that. And she was pretty, your chocolate little bunny, but yeah, like she was pretty as hell, dreads, and she was driving an 18-wheeler. He was in the truck next to her, like in shock, like seeing a black man and a white woman in the 50s. Like, oh shit, y'all real with it. Yeah, but that's what it is, bro. Like, if you came down, like in New York, we're not gonna see no woman driving a big rig, bro. You're not gonna see a woman driving a big rig in New York unless you yourself drive around in the truck everywhere. And when I had a job with a moving company, we used to drive around everywhere. And when I used to go out of town for jobs, so you sitting there looking like, yo, this is really a woman, pretty. Driving a big rig, like 18-wheeler, not no little 53-foot trucks. Like the shit Grand Theft Auto where we trying to drive it, it gets unhooked and we gotta back up into it. Yeah, those. And yeah, and it's awesome. And I think Trump is for the working person. I'm gonna say person. And if I were a working person, I try to work as much as I can in these next 4 years, if you're able to, because who knows what the hell going to happen? Is it going to be Kennedy to replace him? Who knows what's going to happen in the next 4? So work your ass off. And as far as wrestling goes, I'm sorry. I know you got a husband, Jade Cargill. I love you. I'm sorry.
Nigga, did you see she came back?
I know. That's why I mentioned her. I know. I'm paying attention.
All right, she beat the living fuck out of Naomi too, bro. That shit was crazy. Nigga, I saw that shit was yelling. I know my neighbors was like, what the fuck is going on with this kid? What the hell is going on now? Bro, it was crazy.
I had to mention her. Like, I know you told me her husband is Brandon Phillips. Brandon, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brandon. Shit. She hot. She hot.
Yes.
She hot and she wrestles, and she hot and she wrestles. And you did good. Thumbs up for you, Brandon. You know I can't. I'm a broke dude from New York, living in Georgia, so Decatur to be exact. But yeah, James Cosmo, if Brandon ever fuck up, you can come be a throuple with us, because I ain't getting rid of mine neither. But you can come live with us. We in Decatur. Hey, we got a whole. No, you want to sleep in the bed with us? We got a California king. Like, you know what I mean? If Brandon fuck up, Brandon, I hope you do fuck up. Word. That's about it though. But I appreciate everybody who tuned in, finessing, Mr. Goodbread. What's the sister name? Diamond. I appreciate everybody. Miss Brinson, of course.
Everybody, Miss Brinson too.
Grace.
Fakwa, Grace. Appreciate y'all. But yeah,
Jay. Mention plug in your brother channel real quick so that way everybody knows.
Finessing Phantom, check him out. He's in the comments. And if he hasn't pinned his Twitch and his YouTube account, I'll make sure I pin it at the end of this. Like, share, and subscribe. Send him a follow. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell him Uncle Theo J, Uncle Jackie, or Doc sent you. Please let him know.
That's the name right there, y'all. Make sure y'all put an @ on it. Put @ Finessing Phantom so it could pop up and you can and make it one word. But look how it's spelled. Capital F, capital F, capital P. You'll find them because sometimes YouTube don't want you to be found for some reason.
Yeah. Look them up, y'all. Look them up. But my final thoughts on the subject matter: a president, allowing people in a place to put, our government and the world in a better, put USA in a better position for us to flourish. Is he doing it correctly? Is he doing it aggressively? Some say yes, some say no. Depending on what side you're on. But as a citizen of America, is it all right for a person that don't know the American ways, or maybe read it somewhere, or seen it in a movie somewhere, and have a idea of what they know of American ways, but don't know it from the New York grassroots, don't know it from the Chicago grassroots, don't know it from the LA grassroots. And to take that into consideration and, have a division in the government run by somebody that, got dual citizen somewhere. And like I said, don't know the grassroots of the levels of hardship, of poverty. And run shit and cut shit that's maybe necessary for some, maybe a little harsh, you know what I mean? But I think he instilled and trust the people that he put into place to make the right decision. But we also know that some of these people that in his that he has in front of him also, quote, pat him on the back a lot, pat him on the back a lot. So take that consideration. I just hopefully America is going in the right direction, and hopefully that we do, the American dollar do, holds its ground. Hopefully that, the DEI that he took out of place do not affect, me as being a brown American, which I don't think it would, because I consider myself American, even though I am a black American, if you look at me. But all in all, I don't see a lot of things that he's doing is wrong at all. You know what I mean? So hopefully, he pushed forward and he take in consideration, the people that he do have in place, and he overrides them when need be. You know what I mean? And not just do it off of feelings, and not just do it off impulse. Because you want to please the crowd, or you want a shock and awe from the crowd. With that being said, Netflix do have this wrestling thing going on. I heard it's pretty hot. I also heard, like what you just mentioned, there was weed. Travis Scott, playing the Rodman. They bringing back old storylines from back in the days. And remixing it how in the modern day era. I like it. I haven't been more in tune like how I should be, but I'm going to start getting in tune, especially with the boxing, because I also felt, you know, that it could be a lot of conspiracy shit going on, and um, with this Tank Davis and the Roach thing, you know what I mean? And we're gonna figure out, what direction boxing is going in. Hopefully, Tony Jack bring back his sports channel, you know what I mean, so we could discuss it on that, and you know what I mean. But yeah, appreciate everybody that support us. I appreciate you guys for for supporting, and giving your time and your hours that you dedicate on a Wednesday for us, man. So
Always a pleasure.
like, sub, and share. You don't even have to sub us a sub. You know what I mean? Just like and share, because I know if you're on this channel already, you're already subscribed.
That's right. Make sure you hit that bell, that notification bell as well. Make sure you keep that on there.
So appreciate everybody. Peace and love. Hope everybody have a safe week, and
Guys, have a great night.
until next week, y'all.
All right, guys.
Later.
From the East Coast, docking up with Jackie in the mic zone. Zeros exports for legends and thrones. Queer rhythm guards in the flow, no clone. Chatting up stories that we highlight. From the East Coast, streets rap echo flow. Doc and the crew
Yellow tape, we walking on the scene. Uncle Jackie and the DOJ team. Podcast live, catch us on the stream. East Coast vibes, heavy with the beam. We're the talk, all on the map. Spitting truth in every rap. Got the city on our back. No chance, man, no cap.
Yellow tape, we're here to say. Podcast sponsors, die and say.
Doc, Uncle Jackie, talk with flair in the world of sports, ain't nothing rare. He constructed waves, breaking it down. East Coast vibes setting the tone in town. From touchdowns to home runs, they cover it all. The podcast hype is never gonna fall. DOJ sparking the bass, driving the flow. With every episode, their legend starts to grow. Tune in to rhythm, feeling East Coast pride. Doc, Jackie and DOJ taking you for a ride. Every story unfolds with precision and might. Sports come alive under the spotlight.
Good night, Mr. Brayton.
Doc, Uncle Jackie, talk with flair in the world of sports.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jury jump like John Moran. And Kif Tower Shorts got me tanning with the beige. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, no I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur, Tim Duncan on the spur, Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8, this the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy superb, all I got is 2 words. Peace. Kiss.
With the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. Also hard, got a stat that can't stop my vibe. Got the beats banging, speakers bumping loud. I'm the king of the game, I'm standing out in the crowd. I'm so hard, got a stack of cash. Yellow tape wrapped around, I'm making a splash. My flow so hot, it's burning up the scene. When I step into the room, you know what I mean. Yellow tape, yellow tape, yellow tape. We on fire, we the ones in charge. Ain't got time.
Turn it up. Let the beat drop. Let the beat everywhere. Yellow tape, motherfucker.
Oh, you mute yourself.
I know.
Peace, y'all.